There's always the tension that comes with a derby. But added to that, Neil, will be the pressure of the situation the two teams find themselves in, albeit so early in the season.
Yeah, that will add to the tension. You know, that's what I'm going to say. Not too many guys looking to go forward too early, just trying to get a feel of the ball, caress it around the field. We must say the pitches are the ultimate. Great condition today. You know, okay, the weather is a little bit cool, but the pitch is in great nick.
How does the old cliche go? If you cannot play on that pitch, you cannot play. That is definitely well manicured, as always, well looked after this surface here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Let's hope the rain stays away as well, but it does tend to drain very well as well, so that shouldn't be an issue even if the heavens do open. But it's been overcast all day, but the rain has stayed away. But it's certainly unseasonal weather. 36 degrees I hear it was in midweek, Neil.
Yeah, very, very warm. It's obviously we've got the spring breeze at the moment, and AMAZULU going for it early.
Here we go, something on now for AMAZULU, knocking it around on the edge of the area. Sinamela popping up on this right-hand side, and played out for a corner by the Latvian defender, Reitas Krikulis. I will try and wrap my tongue around that name.
That's what you've got to try and get. Sinamela's got to really get concentrated out wide. You know, he got the space, and he's just got to deliver a much better ball into the box. That's what AMAZULU will be looking for early.
Here is an attacking platform for AMAZULU. It's Kagiso Sinamela that will deliver the corner. This goes rather deep, even the keeper can't reach that one. Pavel Steinborg, man who also hails from Latvia. Two Latvians in this AMAZULU-Golden Arrows side. Both sides just getting a feel of the ball, just trying to settle down. AMAZULU had the better of the exchanges between these two sides the last time out, winning home and away. But it's Arrows who have a slight advantage on the head-to-head. And we've got the 8 wins versus 6 of AMAZULU in the 16 matches played between these two sides since the AMAZULU-Golden Arrows gained promotion to the top flight. Well cut out again, well read by Krikulis.
I see both teams are very, very cagey at first goal. Nothing, just feeling each other out, and nothing to on the long ball situation at the moment. Just keeping it very short, trying to keep possession.
We've spoken at length, Neil, even in the build-up about how important it is to get points. As you look at Reitas Krikulis, man who's just been called up once again to the national team of Latvia, that is to play Greece next week. But Neil, we spoke, as I said, at length about the importance of a win in this game. Let's have a look at what Van Heerden can do here. Like they're looking to take them on. The slim down and lean and mean Mark Van Heerden.
This is where Arrows are going to be very, very dangerous down the right-hand side of the flanks.
Here comes the cross into the middle here. Now keeper gets underneath it, but drops it. That won't count though, because the referee's whistle had gone for a foul on Mongani Mzimela. Not the most convincing. Didn't look too commanding under that high ball, and he stayed down under pressure from Thamsanqa Kabuza, who's a big man, and that's one of his strengths, is the pressure he will put defenses and keepers under with his bulk.
Yeah, I'd like to have another look at that. I don't know if he used, if it was a foul, if not.
It didn't look that way to me.
It didn't look like that at all.
It looked more to me as if the keeper wasn't too comfortable under this. Let's take a look again. Here comes the cross. Oh, really wasn't much in it. I don't know that that was worthy of a free kick or of a foul. Keeper didn't have the ball under control.
Yeah, early signs, a little bit of jitteriness on the defense, and even the cover. No one went onto the goal line, and keeper Mzimela come out, and no one covered him if he did make a mistake. So I'd just like to see a little bit more talking and communication in the defense.
Mzimela, of course, the second choice keeper, Tapua Kapini, has his leg in a brace. He ripped some ankle ligaments in training on Thursday. Well, last Thursday. It's been a week now that he's been out of action, and he expects he'll be out for at least another 3 weeks. And Zimela will be able to continue. Pilane Zigalala is the player on the bench deputizing this evening from Zimela, who also wears the captain's armband. She took over from Tapua Kapini. Just to go back to the point that I was making, in as much as these two teams know that it's important to get a win here, they also know how important it is not to lose. So
yeah, you can see that.
They could find them cancelling each other out.
Yeah, there's not normally a draw in this fixture. It's very much only just a goal in it. And but they'll be very, as I said, they'll be seeing each other out and trying to find gaps in the midfield, which aren't too many at this moment in time.
Only 2 draws between these two sides in the 16 matches that they've played. So as Neil points out, we wouldn't expect to find a draw in this one either. As this one is laid back to the keeper. How much of an issue do you think the conditions will be out there, Neil?
Yeah, I was just going to mention that Arrows are playing with quite a strong wind at the backs, you know, and it doesn't always suit the team with that because the passes seem to go long and they seem to go ahead of the players. It will help their shooting capability, but the passing, will suit AMAZULU better because it will hold up for them.
Here's an opportunity again from that right-hand side, and it's a corner. Well, they're going to be tested down that right-hand side. They're going to have to watch themselves. There's Zwani likes to get forward, and he can definitely be very dangerous down that right-hand side. Sianda Zwani shaking off the attentions of Mark van Heerden there. Corner for Arrows. First opportunity really for Arrows. Well, maybe they can test them. Zimela again. Didn't look too convincing against the high ball earlier on, and that one is overhit. Misses everyone, or everyone misses it. Keita, the Mali international. SOULEYMANE Keita, signed from a Turkish side, the Sivasspor.
Obviously, looking at Lewis, he'll also like to impress today. A former AMAZULU player. Always, you're playing against your former team, you always like to get something going for your team and create something, if not score a goal for them.
So there's also that tendency to try too hard to impress when you're playing against your former club. None of the matches in the last 10 fixtures between these two sides have ended in a draw. So you really don't expect one tonight. 2 wins for AMAZULU last time out, as I mentioned. Arrows last beat them in 2011 last year. They got a 3-2 win, with Bryce Moon scoring a hat-trick for Arrows that day. Not much to choose between the two sides in the early exchanges, as you see Roger Palmgren. What will be going through his mind right now together with Fani Madida, Neil?
Yeah, looking for a good start. When the confidence levels are low, you just want the team just to have a very, very confident start and just find their feet going forward, and that's what he obviously is looking for early.
Referee points to an AMAZULU throw-in. 10 minutes gone here at Moses Mabhida. Still AMAZULU nil, the Mindfield Golden Arrows nil. No real opportunities on goal for either side. See that Arrows though slightly edging their possession and have looked quite dangerous down that right-hand side, especially when Zwani pushes forward there.
Yeah, Arrows are always a team capable of keeping possession well. They like to knock it around and just keep possession. And obviously with the wind at their backs, that's helping them.
Indeed, have always had a reputation as a ball-playing team. Moxine Tugranda assisted there by Sean Bartlett. Obviously, Sean learning his craft. He's clearly a sucker for pain, Neil, wanting to join this business of coaching.
Yeah, I think he should have spoken to me a while back.
His former teammates at Bafana and Toby captain Sean Bartlett.
Yeah, obviously wanting to put something back in the game, and quite rightly so.
Well, he's a man who's passionate about the game. He wants to stay involved in it.
You know, both teams, it's quite ironic that both teams have great forwards on their bench. And Fani and Sean,
Indeed.
They both are really lacking up front at this moment in time. So let's hope that they can do a little bit of work on them in the next couple of weeks as well.
Alternatively, dust off their boots and get on out there. Fani Madida, of course, man who was former Kaizer Chiefs striker, played in Turkey as well for a long time. There's a long ball forward here now. Kabuza holding it up. Opportunity, maybe space for a shot. He thought about it, but goes wide again. Bringing in Zwane on the overlap once again. That's gone out of play. That's going to be an AmaZulu throw in. Now there was a bit of promise about that attack. Fizzled out into nothing in the end.
Yeah, I should have thought, would have thought that, you know, just to play a little 1-2 outside the edge of the box and have a shot at goal, you know, the win at the backs, they could have done a little bit of, and that Pamasine move a little bit better.
We actually haven't seen them try and test the keeper and use the wing to their advantage. Goal kick it is, and the flag was up for offside. As the new man, Liberian international Dilly Johnson, obviously would have been familiar to Roger Palmgren, having spent so much time in Sweden, 10 years, won twice a Swedish champion with AIK Stockholm.
They've got to look to bring him into the game. At the moment, he hasn't had a touch on the ball. You know, haven't built any decent play up from the centre of midfielder at all.
Now starting a build-up out of the back here, AmaZulu. Dlamini looking to crack on the pace there. That's shepherded to the keeper. Had it under control there. And Dlamini playing out on the left-hand side here at the early on. Neil, what do you think of his effectivity in that role? How effective can he be playing out wide?
Yeah, when he's playing out wide, you know, he's right-footed, so you're going to find the majority of the time, if he does beat the defender, he's going to come inside to find space on his right foot. And obviously, Arrows will have to allude to that and note that, and then he's going to come inside.
Played back to Tamsang Days. Carlington Nyadombo, who's such a pillar of strength and the core of this AmaZulu defense last season with Velux Kasonga. Kasonga, who obviously is out injured at the moment, and that perhaps is also a contributing factor. You can't take that away in the defense of the AmaZulu technical team. When you're missing a defender who was so key to your fortunes last season, it is going to make a difference. And you start to show, you definitely saw how much they missed him when they shipped 6 goals against Chiefs.
Not only his playing ability, just, you know, the communication at the back and the leadership role that he does play for them.
And together with Nyadombo, they really were a rock-solid pairing. AmaZulu, who didn't concede many goals last season, was one of the things about them. They were a hard team to score against. But they also didn't score too many, which is a problem that persists. They've yet to score this season in the 3 matches that they've played. Losing 2-0 in the opening fixture in the MTN 8 against the Swallows, but hammering by Chiefs, and then losing in the KZN derby in the last outing. And play that to the far post.
They've certainly got to make better use of those balls out wide. You know, when you get a chance like that, you've got to be pretty accurate, and the ball seems to be travelling to the far post instead of the near post.
Van Heerden, who looks like well, in fact, he said himself that he worked very hard in the off-season to shed the weight and get himself into peak fitness for the season ahead. And he's looking good. You can see the results of his hard work.
He had a very, very good game against Manchester United, and I thought he was one of the best players on the field on that day. And but unfortunately, he's picked up a lot of injuries that just kept him back at times.
A player with a lot of potential, packs a lot of power in the boot, and injuries have certainly followed him around.
Yeah, he had a situation of a long throw, and you'd like to see more AMAZULU guys tackling the ball. And you can't have a ball like that coming from out wide and no one making an end of it. You might only be half a chance, but you've got to attack the space, and hopefully it comes to your head.
Funny laying it back. Well, so far this afternoon we've haven't seen any goals in the ABSA Premiership. The other derby, the Tshwane derby, ending scoreless. SuperSport United and AMATAX. Not too surprising, that result, though. Two sides that know each other very well. The number of friendly matches they played against each other in the past, I suppose that's going to change now that they're both Premiership sides. There was also a scoreless draw out in Putadichaba, where Free State Stars and Chiefs played out a 0-0 draw. So let's hope that we can bring you goals here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. Don't forget, later on, more action coming. It's another derby game. It's the original Soweto derby. Orlando Pirates up against Moroka Swallows from the Volkswagen Dobsonville Stadium. Now then, let's see what Dlamini can do now. Again, cuts inside. Mutobi pointed out appeals for handball, only half-hearted though. Referee Kulasande Ongo, not interested. Sinamela.
AMAZULU starting to find their feet a little bit, getting on the more ball possession, and yeah, but they got to look for the to break arrows in behind the defense. Everybody's coming short looking for the ball. They've got to look for the ball in the space as well. Certainly when they're playing against the wind, because it will hold up. You're not getting the space behind, it can hold up. So they're playing little short passes, but at times you've also got to knock it into the space behind and get their defense turning.
30 minutes gone, half an hour of football, or rather 18 minutes of football played. Still, we'll wait the real first opportunity on goal here. Maybe AMAZULU can conjure something up here. Took a deflection there from Johnson. Julie Johnson. One who captains the Liberian national team, who has captained the Liberian national team in the past, Mark van Heerden. So a whole new strike partnership. And what a time to have to deliver, Neil, in a derby game.
Yeah, why not? They had to change something and to get the goals flowing. And that day he had a pass from Mark van Heerden. He tried to find the space in behind. Just a little bit passed a little bit too centrally. He got into the channel. It might have been a better ball.
Often they say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it was definitely broken. That's why Roger Palmgrams made 5 changes in total to his starting lineup, including the 2 front men, the 2 strikers included, Julie Johnson rather, and Mkokele Dube from Zimbabwe. Cross here, Sinamela will keep it alive. Johnson making himself available. Goal kick.
See, that's what I was talking about. That's poor football, unfortunately. When you're out wide there, you've got to attack the player, make something happen, and it just looks stagnated, not going anywhere. At the end of the day, nothing happened. And you've got to be more authoritative and look to take players on. If you lose the ball, no problem. But Sinamela's got so much skill. I'd like to see him take Tom on.
Mzivogile Tom brought back into the starting lineup, having started on the bench for Arrows' lost encounter. A disappointing loss to the new boys, AMATAX. What would have been even more disappointing with that was that they lost at home. Pressure on the keeper there. Manages to just get it away in the nick of time. Tom does well to steal it from SOULEYMANE. That's going to be an interesting battle to watch. Yes, Van Heerden now. Dlamini. Van Heerden is tripped, but the referee plays an advantage. That's a great ball in here for SOULEYMANE. Score! Oh! Wow! The woodwork came to the rescue there.
That's the kind of ball I was looking for, you know, in the space and behind. Exactly, it's going to hold up in the wind. You know, SOULEYMANE should have done better, but, you know, he got it on target. It was a little bit unfortunate from the bounce.
That's clever football, much more inventive there from AMAZULU. Used a bit of creativity. Well, there, a combination, well, in fact, it was really more the goalposts that came to the rescue. We'll take a look at it again in a moment, but let's see SOULEYMANE once again. Seeing a lot of ball, a lot of traffic being directed his way here. Again, they try the little ball over the top. Tom. Gabuza. Very needed, got the better of Mokoro. They did. But in fact, it was Teise who got in the way. Cut out of the back by Ritas Kriauklis. AMAZULU now looking to set up another attack. Certainly are settling down a little bit more, finding their rhythm now. The home side. Let's take a look at this opportunity here for SOULEYMANE. It's a clever little ball played in. They picked up the run. Keeper was beaten.
Tom was a little bit slow in seeing what SOULEYMANE was up to. You know, SOULEYMANE came nicely inside, came inside him. Unfortunately, the bounce, I didn't expect it to bounce. The pitch is quite soft. I didn't expect it to bounce that high.
Well, Pavel Steinberg will be very relieved to have seen that come off the upright and saving some blushes there. But some good work, some good football there from AMAZULU. Good vision as well to deliver the pass. I'm not sure, couldn't quite make out who played the pass.
This is AMAZULU looking to keep the possession, and that's really, really good. You know, when it build it up and then play the man in the space behind, they're really being very, very effective.
SOULEYMANE takes his out the ball, but gets a reprieve and then loses it again. That's another pull from SOULEYMANE. Away by Pavel Steinberg. Well, the Premiership has certainly been, the ABSA Premiership has become cosmopolitan. So many players from all over the world coming now to play in the Premier Soccer League. We've got Latvians now. We even had a Japanese player for good measure coming to play out here. We've got a Georgian, Negazi at the Swallows. This shows you as well the quality that is being delivered by the PSL and now the prospects that it offers to players.
It most certainly does. It's obviously one of the top leagues on our continent, and with the financial backing that it has, it's given opportunity for those kind of players to come and apply their trade here, and also our local players not to go so quickly overseas.
More and more of them starting to come back. We're seeing now the penny has finally dropped, that the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
Even in winter in the reef.
There certainly are benefits to playing in the top leagues there, no doubt about that. And the quality that he can add to a national team as a man goes down there is Gabuza. Didn't like that much. That's poor football there. Dlamini keeps it in play.
I don't know why Arrows took it so quickly. You know, I would have liked them to see they haven't had a shot at goal. There they have opportunity for a free kick with the wind to at their backs. Put the ball down, relax, and let's start hitting the target. And they haven't had a shot at goal. Then they go take a quick one and don't even get it shot on target.
Oh, Mark van Heerden looking for the really difficult pass there, the crossfield pass that look good when they come off, and when they don't like that, it just looks wasteful. Keep it simple, especially with the wind howling like that out there. Go for the simple pass.
I'd like to see both teams putting a little bit more pressure on each other. You know, as you said, the wind it's very, very tough. It's blistery out there, and it's actually swirling in some of the places. And you're going to put pressure on players, and you're going to be rewarded.
Mzifugile Tom, former Bafana international himself. Say former, but of course he can still very much force his way in. Some strong competition these days for a place in the national team. It's a foul, but the referee plays on, says play on. Gabuza, referee says no foul. AMAZULU can counter here. Dlamini is on alone on the far side. And they could pick him out.
You can see Ogle and Shangi have swapped sides. Both were, Ogle was playing on the left and Shangi on the right. Now they swapped their roles at the moment.
Ball out wide. Dlamini again carrying inside as he gets it now. Sinamela again pops up behind the defenders. Disappointing. Very disappointing from there. Should have at least made the keeper do a bit of work.
He's shot. He's got to shoot across the keeper here. What a great ball in behind. You know, he's used that space wisely, and there he's got to shoot across. The keeper can only parry it into play. That's very, very poor.
Very disappointing from such a promising position. Another pearl of a pass to pick out Sinamela, and no wonder Palmgrim is up on his feet. It was a real opportunity there for Usutu, but they're starting to find the space behind the Arrows defense, getting caught squared on a number of occasions now.
They're finding the space in behind Tom, and with Sinamela, he's making some clever runs. He's just, as I said earlier, he's just got to find a little bit of composure on the ball and make sure the final pass is correct and accurate.
I'm sure Moxin Etogra will be telling him, Tom, Sinamela is your man. You have to stay with him. And I don't know, a number of occasions Sinamela has just been very clever enough to escape his man and lose his marker. That's something Arrows are going to have to be aware of. There's Dube, Kokeli Dube, former Zimbabwean under-23 international. Played in the US as well, in the MLS.
Arrows just seem to be giving the ball away too cheaply.
Still keeping possession, AMAZULU. This is a great little build-up, but that's not a good pass from Dlamini.
You know, a lot of Arrows' problems lie from behind their fullbacks. They like to attack with Tom and Zwane, and obviously he's going to leave the space in behind, and you've got to have a little bit more thinking from the central defenders to cover that space when they are going forward.
We just saw Moxin Etogra on the phone there, Neil. Can't imagine who would he have been talking to.
He's calling 911.
Help if you can, and they will take the help from wherever it comes as they try to switch play here. AMAZULU, great ball to find Dlamini, but he couldn't keep possession. This again being drawn inside as he would. Half an hour gone in the eThekwini derby at Moses Mabhida Stadium. It's Lamontville Golden Arrows 0, AMAZULU 0. And really, AMAZULU have had the better of the play thus far and should have been in the lead. Have had a great opportunity now. Nkosinathi Ogle there. We're going to have an early change here. Half an hour into the game, it looks as if Arrows are ready to make a change. I don't know if there's an injury forced one. I don't know. Did you see anything, Neil?
No, I haven't. I think it's a tactical change, and you know, Arrows have been giving away possession far too cheaply.
Snapshot there on goal. Just trying to test the keeper there, Stanton Lewis. Looking to pull one over his old side. Stanton Lewis, would he have worked with Muxi Lettogrand at Ajax Cape Town?
Yeah, he would have, yeah.
He's a player who showed so much potential. One wonders really whether the move to Ajax Amsterdam hadn't come too early for him, and just never really reached the heights that one was expecting of him. There will be a change in a moment. We hear it will be Nkosinathi Ogle who will make way in a moment, as Arrows are going to make an early change here. They have to. They are coming second at the moment.
Yeah, I think they could have made a number of changes at this stage. You know, they're really not finding their feet, and they're giving away possession far too cheaply. They've got to get on the ball. That's their strength. Arrow's strength is always keeping possession.
Good work from Sinamela, who's been involved in just about everything so early on here. Van Heerden. Into the middle, that's a good ball down. A great knockdown. It could be a chance there for Dube. Dlamini took a deflection. That should be a corner. He's begging for a penalty. Ayanda Dlamini. Well, the referee's going to allow the change to happen before the corner is taken. Take a look at it again. Van Heerden with a little chip over the top again. Dube knocking it down. And they were appealing for a handball. And the referee saw nothing. So there's Nkosinathi Ogle, who's just gone off.
Yeah, unfortunately, he's not going to do too much for his confidence. You know, it's not nice being substituted half an hour into the game, but obviously a tactical one, because Arrows are on their back foot at the moment.
KEITA comes on, a player who's seen very little playing time last season. As the ball comes in, when Mangoba Mngiti was in charge at the Arrows. Let's have a look at this first, and I'll finish my point in a moment. The Sinamela to the far post, unmarked. I thought AMAZULU could have done a lot better there. The man had time and space, and in the end produced another team effort on goal, dare you say.
I just felt that the cross, you know, obviously the three players at the back post, and Sinamela found the man, but I thought, you know, driven in across the face could have been a little bit more effective.
There was the appeal, nothing there. Ref made a good decision, came off his shoulder, if anything.
No, I saw it. I think it was definitely hit his hand.
Did it hit his hand?
I thought it definitely hit his hand.
Okay, we'll have another look at that. Okay, I thought it came off his shoulder. It seemed to skid off his shoulder. Okay, we'll take another look at it.
He certainly had a shot for that.
Here come Arrows now. Need to try and keep possession a bit longer now. Musa Bilankulu was a man who appeared to handle the ball. Mr. Dependable over the years for Arrows. Gabuza. And Zwane there. See what happens here.
Hey.
Oh dear, that was a penalty. Well spotted, Neil Tovey. Well spotted, Ayanda Dlamini. But no, Mr. Kongo didn't see it there. Couldn't tell where he was positioned, whether he would have been able to see it from where he was. But that was a definite handball in the box.
Yeah, it was definitely. You just got to see consistency from the officials. You know, if it happens the other side, it's got to happen both sides. You know, the ball hit the hand. They all say the ball hit the hand or the hand played the ball. You know, but for me, he's projected the ball away from danger with his hand. So for me, it was definitely penalty.
Stanton Lewis ball in. Mzimela comes out. And he's taken out in midair as well. Only clattered into the man as he came out to punch that one away. Colliding with Nhlanhla Zotwani, who's just come onto the field. 25-year-old younger brother of Papi Zotwani. Oh, well, This player who had so much potential. Mangoba Ngiti used to speak highly of him. In fact, I remember him describing him as a player in the mold of Steven Gerrard. High praise indeed. But last season, really, you couldn't get a look in. Take a look at what happens here.
Yeah, I can't understand why the play was stopped. You know, the ball's still alive, and you know, it's not a head injury. You know, for me, he must carry on, and that's part of the game. It's part of the hardship of the game. Certainly can't be a free kick.
He wasn't fouled, that's for sure. It was a collision. But what has he given? It will have to be a free kick, I would assume.
I mean, there you might even go, as I read the play, he's probably going to give it a drop ball. You got to carry on and play. Yeah, okay. Maybe
it was a bit late on the keeper.
Late on the keeper there. But he let play continue. And then when he saw the play was down, then he awarded the free kick.
I suppose when the keeper goes down, the referee will stop play immediately. Mzimela milked it for all it was worth, though. There's Zotwani getting involved in the action, just having come on to replace Nkosinathi Ogle. Tactical change. What do you believe the instruction would have been then to Zotwani, Neil?
I think get in there and get on the ball and get us playing. You know, we've been lacking. We haven't been keeping possession, so we're not going to get any forward movement if we're not going to keep possession. If we're going to keep losing possession, players are making runs, and then obviously giving a ball away. So soon they're going to stop making those runs, and we're not going to create the space that's needed. It seems to me that Stanton Lewis has moved over to the left-hand side a little bit more, and looking for Zotwani just to slot him in the midfield to get the possession back.
Tamsang Makabuza is still leading the line. Now then, here is Zotwani. Good ball now to find Stanton Lewis. Kabuza, the man moves to forward, but I'm not sure what that was from Lewis. An effort on goal.
Yeah, he's a striker. He's thinking to have a shot at goal, and just the correct decision making. You know, I think the decision making should have been a little pass in the space, a better option.
Man on the cell phone there is the Honourable Mayor of eThekwini Municipality, of course, the city getting behind. As you see, I support my teams and my cities. The campaign, my team, my city, my team is a campaign where the city of eThekwini is getting. Take a look at this. AMAZULU again getting behind the defense of Arrows. That's going to be a corner as Reoklis takes evasive action. So corner here. Pavel Steinborg, his countrymen there, coming to the rescue with taking cautionary measures. And it comes easy for the keeper. Too easy.
Yeah, the whole of the Arrows, every single Arrows player was back in the box defending that corner, and AMAZULU, for me, left far too many players outside the box. Didn't have enough players in the box to attack the ball. Okay, the delivery wasn't the best, but they were outnumbered by 2-1.
Trying to keep the ball a bit more now. A little bit more deliberate about their build-up. Lewis. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Throw in. Now then, Dlamini cracking on the pace again. Again, that final ball has been very poor from Dlamini this evening.
That's always going to be happening. You know, he's never going to go outside him, and he hasn't got a left foot to put that accurate crossing from that side of the field. So he's using the outside of the right foot and obviously it's not effective as.
Oh, this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all. Mokoro going down, looking like he's in some pain. Seemed like a crunching challenge on him there. Referee was very close to the action. He's called for the stretcher, but this doesn't look good. They won't want to lose Mokoro. Such a key man in the AMAZULU side. But he looks to be in a bit of trouble. But of course, in football, the player's reaction is never really a measure of how serious the injury is.
I think a little bit of water and he'll be fine.
The magic water will go to work as the stretcher comes on.
Yeah, there was no maliciousness.
50-50 ball there, yeah. Both players seem to, well, he's not aware of it, but he's just been booked as he goes off. But as I said, it looked like a 50-50 ball.
Yeah, I think a very, very harsh decision. Very harsh decision.
Well, that's the first caution of the game. It's gone to the skipper, Tanduise Kuboni. As we approach half-time here at the Moses Mabhida Stadium, the eThekwini derby still locked at 0-0. And he's just also made a speedy recovery, as has Mokoro, who's ready to come on as well. Seasoned campaigner is Mokoro. Poor start for the eThekwini teams to this current ABSA Premiership season. In fact, for the Natal sides, it's only Maritzburg United that have registered a win of the KZN sides. One of them came in, of course, in the win for Maritzburg United came in KZN derby against AMAZULU.
Yeah, it's a little unusual. Usually Arrows start off very, very well in the season. AMAZULU traditionally started slowly, and as have Maritzburg, except for a season or two ago. But Arrows has always comes flying out of the blocks.
Yes, indeed. Those Palmgrim did point out that that's the way they are. They start slowly. Stanton Lewis all the way back to his keeper.
You can see the tactical move from the substitution has certainly steadied the ship for Arrows. Lewis has come out on the left-hand side, and Zakwani stepped into the middle, which has added the numbers in the middle for them just to get a little bit more possession in there.
Yeah, and this, winning a lot more balls. All of a sudden, AMAZULU not getting onto the ball as much. Touch there for Zotwani. Word is that we'll have 3 minutes of time added on at the end of this first half. There's a foul again, two players colliding again. Mark van Heerden was one of them. Let's see what happens here as a Van Heerden sliding in.
I think just a trailing boot. The trailing boot just stood on his knee a little bit there, and it's unfortunate.
Pilana Shanga is no serious damage done. Haven't seen enough of him, Shanga. He knows he can be a very tricky player and he can run at defenders, but I haven't seen much of that in evidence here tonight. In fact, the fluidity has just been absent from the way that Arrows have played. Well, they spent so much of the first half without the ball because they kept giving it away. AMAZULU haven't dominated the opening exchanges. Arrows starting to fight their way back into it now. Here's Sinamela, who's been a busy customer out there. So Mokoro caught in possession. Kuboni wins it and then loses it. There is Shande. Easily won back.
Yeah, the possession is just getting lost so quickly. You know, you cannot get forward movement if you're going to keep losing the ball so quickly.
And I mean, except from the crosses and so forth, neither keeper has really been called on to make a meaningful save. Certainly the busier of the two keepers has been Mzimela. At the other end, Steiborg, well, except for the one opportunity that the ball came off the upright to when he was beaten. Exchange of passes there between Sinamela and Dlamini. Kuboni gets it again. Swane has made a surging run forward, but there's a free kick here for Arrows. Quickly taken.
It's so quickly taken that even the umpires didn't know whether they had taken it.
I was about to say there was no one in position once it was taken. Stanton Lewis could get onto this one. Closed down quickly, two men on him very quickly. As we into the final minute of time added on at the end of first half, but it's yet to come alive in this derby. Scrappy first half from these two city rivals.
I think a number of these players are going to go into half-time. They've got to check their boots because a lot of them are slipping on the surface, and they really got to get the correct boots. And
nothing. It's a good ball into the box there. Can AmaZulu find something just before the break? The answer is no. Pilankulu breaks it up. Guided back to the keeper. Muxin, as always, trying to burst the blood vessel. There it is, half-time. That's the whistle. And a halfway. AmaZulu had the better of the play, and particularly in the opening 35 minutes or so, created the chances as well. Sinamela had the best opportunity of the game to open the scoring as Arrows get us underway. They're in the all yellow, of course. AmaZulu in their traditional green strip, now attacking the goal to the left in a blistery evening here, cold evening on spring day at Teguini. Just the one change that was made just before half-time, around the half-hour mark, really, by Muxin Etugrao, bringing Gosnati Ogle for Ntantla Zotwani. But at the break, neither coach has made any changes. Neil, did you feel there was a need to change things around or keep it going for another 20 or so minutes?
Well, certainly from AmaZulu's point of view, they would have been comfortable with the first half performance, and obviously their change room would have been a lot better than the Arrows change room, where I think Mushin would have said a few harsh words, and obviously he's got to look for his better performance in the second half, more possession, more interplay, and getting in behind the AmaZulu defense for the second half.
The blow dryer or the hair dryer would have been at full speed in the Arrows dressing room. Muxin Etugrao would have kicked a few water bottles around, I'm sure. But let's see whether there's any change of approach in the second half with AmaZulu now with the wind in their backs. A very strong wind that it's got to be added.
What they're going to be watching out for now in the first half, because the wind was against them, they could play the ball in behind. How they're going to play the ball in behind the defense now is going to be really, they're going to be precise with their passes, because otherwise they will run away from them.
Mentioned only 2 draws ever between these two sides in their 16 meetings.
And not too many normal draws either, so let's hope we can get a goal in the second half.
The last 10 matches in this fixture have produced goals. There's a chance here now for AmaZulu maybe to open the scoring. Oh, well, what was that about? Seemed to take... He was caught in 3 mines, let alone 2 mines there, Dube. What an opportunity that was. They got in behind the defense. Dube getting clear. Mkokeli Dube. Sinamela the provider this time.
Yeah, just his first touch let him down a little bit. He should have been a little bit touched forward. Instead, it touched sideways and backwards, and obviously then the ball was tight on his feet, and he couldn't get an effective shot and goal. But the first touch should have been a lot better.
Arrows
was better, would have been a goal.
Arrows were looking for the offside there. But back stayed down, didn't come, as you said, Neil. Poor first touch, just letting Mkokeli do it down, and an opportunity for him to score and debut gone there. Arrows had a debutant score. That was Ntuli, who scored against Pirates. In fact, scored the opening goal in that game, and in a losing effort. But Ntuli doesn't feature at all this evening. He's not even on the bench, nor did he play in the last outing. There's still a young one there.
I think the Arrows centre-back pairing have got to get a little bit closer to each other and a little bit more effective. You know, communication between the two of them seems to be lacking at this moment in time, and too many balls are going over their heads into them, causing a lot of problems.
Gabuza looking to make his presence felt there. Tamsan Teise keeping a close eye on Tamsan Gabuza. Mzee Tom. Comes to nothing. There's a goal kick for Usutu. Corresponding fixture last season was 1-1-0 by Usutu. And in the first match, reverse tie, AMAZULU winning that one 2-1 away from home. So they owned the bragging rights. It was the Kings of Itigwini, and Dlamini with a rather half-hearted effort on goal. No real power behind that header. I think he also thought he was offside.
The movement was good. They came off, played the ball the way that they were facing, and the effective ball in the box, just lacking in a little bit of the header.
There he is, Ayanda Dlamini. 8 goals he got last campaign. He's only got 3 this season. In fact, I beg your pardon, he got 3 goals this last campaign. He hasn't scored yet in this campaign. And I mean, 3 goals by Ayanda Dlamini's standards, so it's a poor return in what was a rather difficult season for him last time out.
Yeah, the majority of the season, I think he played out wide on the left-hand side, and for me, I don't think it's his position. I think he should play up front. That's my own sentiment. I think he's more effective there on the left-hand side. He doesn't have a left foot, an effective left foot. Yeah, he comes inside all the time, but up front he causes a lot of problems for defences. He's tall, good in the air, and I think he's a little bit more effective up there.
Goodman Dlamini, who was their top scorer last season, is on the bench. He's the other Dlamini in this side. Rather curious, a man that was probably one of the players of the season last time out can find a way into this starting lineup. Sinamela getting a talking to for that challenge on Tom. Zivagile Tom, who scored in the losing 2-1 effort when they were at home last season to Usutu.
The AMAZULU defence seems to be a lot tighter today, a lot more effective. But then, having said that, Arrows haven't really kept possession enough to trouble them too much.
Well, 151 minutes without conceding a goal now have AMAZULU. Don't forget, our triple header concludes a little bit later on with the match at the Soweto at the Dobsonville Stadium. That's Orlando Pirates or Morocco Sodas at home to Well, in the Pirates, as another yellow card, only the second of the game, goes to Kulegane Matondo. The new man making his debut for Lesotho, former Maritzburg United man. Yeah, he just was a bit clumsy more than anything else, rather than cynical. It's more of a clumsy challenge from Matondo. Sinamela being forced out wide. Tried the 1-2, then the referee spots the infringement on that far side. This was the referee's assistant who had his flag up. A clear obstruction there.
Yeah, that duel on the right-hand side there for AMAZULU and Mokoro and Sinamela and against Tom. Tom's having a hell of a fight out there and you know, keeping him at bay, which has stopped him actually from going forward himself. And so AMAZULU have done that effectively well.
And that is something that is a very strong element of his game. MC Tom gathered with some ease by Pavels Steinborg. They're enjoying themselves here. They haven't had any goals to shout about, but that's not going to stop them from enjoying their day out at this magnificent arena. Never want to let his emotions show.
Keeps it within himself.
Talk about wearing your heart on your sleeve.
I think what he wants from his players is a little bit more directness.
Yes, a great ball, but the flag was up for offside. I thought he had sprung the trap there, Kogeli Tube. The danger is there. Every time they get the ball behind the defense, they look dangerous.
First instinct, he wasn't offside. Yeah, not offside.
Well, that flag was so late as well. Far side official, Mr. Sotoli. Very late with his flag now, and as you saw from the replay, wasn't offside at all. So an escape for Arrowsdale once again. 10 minutes gone in the second half. Still, we await the first goal of the afternoon in the Absa Premiership. It's been blanks all over the place. 0-0 between City rivals, Tunis rivals, Super Sports United and University of Pretoria. Same story in the game at Putarichaba, which ended Free State Stars 0, Kaizer Chiefs 0. It's AMAZULU 0, Arrows 0 in the eThekwini derby. There's a foul here and a free kick for the challenge on Zwane, Senda Zwane. Again, that was late and dangerous.
Zwane's been very quiet in the second half, you know. In the first half he offered a lot of opportunities going forward down the right-hand side. And he's been very, very quiet in the opening stanza of the second half.
Oh, so there is a goal. What is the screen there? 2 vets. Well, I believe we do have a goal, at least today, to show for our efforts. Bidvest Vets are 1-0 up against Bloem Celtic. Can they hold on for their first win of the season? The new look Bidvest Vets, unrecognizable, is going to be said. That website, they've really gone big on this transfer market. Calvin Kadi has his second of the season, and that's the one that has Bidvest Vets in the lead at the Bidvest Stadium. Really splashed out big. Bet you that's bet Roger Desai is sitting somewhere thinking, where was all this cash when I was in charge?
In the bank.
The team operated on a very different model under Roger Desai. It depended a lot on the youth development. They've brought a lot of players through, the players who have gone on and done big things for Vets. So I don't think it's a policy that they will be abandoning or a system and abandon now. Well, good work there from Stan Khadla, who pickpocketed Gabuza.
I think if Gabuza had been given a shot by Stanton Lewis, I think there would have been a better pass.
Here come arrows again. Mzee Tom getting forward, a rare forage upfield in this game! Oh. Now that would have been a spectacular opener, and it wasn't too far from Ntanta Zotwani.
The first time Tom has got forward, and has been very effective. They've got to look to get him more forward.
Good work here from Mzee Tom, cuts it back. But I think he might feel that that should have at least hit the target. He was unmarked, Zotwani. See the goal attempts heavily favoring AmaZulu. That's good football now, Sinamela. Chance here! Zamini threw himself at that one. But couldn't keep it down. More like it from AmaZulu again, finding the gaps in the arrows. They opened up that arrows defense there.
They did, and I thought Sinamela should have had a shot here. Bang it. You know, instead he tried to hold the ball, and I thought his better option was to hit it first time.
Your first chance is usually your best chance. He wanted just too much romance on the ball, as Brian Mate would put it. He's been spending a bit of time in the hair salon. I can see there, Kagiso Sinamela, rocking the mohawk, the ubiquitous mohawk. If you don't have a mohawk these days in the game, you're quite in for a dig. Never saw these type of hairstyles in your day, Neil?
Yeah, I'll have to go black.
So Mukoro struggling to get it away there. Helped on its way by Khata. Reminder for the third installment, or should I say part 3 of this trilogy. Orlando Pirates at home to Morocco Solos. Just to correct that, I was saying it's the Orlando Stadium that is hosting this game tonight. Tomorrow at the Lucas Moripe Stadium, it's Mamelodi Sundowns looking to bounce back to winning ways against Maritzburg United, a team that have given them a hard time over the years. All those games live on Super Diski. Senda Zwanek took a tackle that led to a caution a short while ago, and now he's struggling. Looks like he doesn't want to carry on, and now they're going to make the change. Well, that's a bit of a blow. Senda Zwanek was offering them something going forward. They've got, you were calling, I'm talking about calling 911 earlier. They are calling Mapolisa. He just caught there, and then that was a challenge that did the damage. Carlington Nyadombo, and got booked for it as well. And it looks like he's done more damage than was initially recognized. But it's not the foot that seems to be troubling him. He seems to be clutching his back.
Looks to be his hip and his glute.
The gluteus maximus is giving him a problem, otherwise known as the butt muscle. We've had over an hour of football here at Moses Mabhida Stadium. The Ethekwini derby still locked at 0-0. So, well, Zwane looks like he's ready to roll. Well, albeit with a pain in the butt. Oh, that's a dangerous ball. Won't put Zimel under all sorts of pressure, but he did well. The change looks like it's going to happen. They've got Loyola Mapolisa standing by to come on. Somebody call the cops. Mapolisa is standing by to come on.
I told you throw 9-1-1.
Nice little pull over the top here from Van Heerden. What can Johnson do with it? Been a bit quiet in this game, Johnson. Dube's been a bit more live. Great work now from Dlamini. Gets the corner. Sanders one is still plugging away. But the change is going to happen now. It's not Zwane that's going to come off. It's going to be Stanton Lewis that's going to make way from an attacking player. One attacking player on for another. Your thoughts on the change, Neil?
Yeah, I think there's nothing going forward, but then effectively there haven't been real any enterprise in the middle of the midfield for them to get those passes. You know, Stanton's been looking for the ball, but nothing's been really created in the middle of the midfield for him to pick up the ball and get the movement going.
In comes the corner, half cleared by Pilankulu. So Mapolisa making his first appearance in an Arrows jersey. The former Black Leopards man replacing Stanton Lewis. Quiet night for Stanton Lewis. Van Heerden got a touch out and gets stuck in as well with a challenge.
He recovered very well as well to get the throw.
Good work all around there.
I think Arrows, you know, they look for the crossfield ball there. They just need to get it into the channels more, like AMAZULU have just done now.
Holding it up there is Dube. He's done well, Dube, tonight. Dlamini. Johnson going the wrong way. It's a great ball there. Turning one way and the other is to Mukoro. Still Mukoro. Cross comes in. It's a good one. Oh, just over the top from Ayanda Dlamini.
Yeah, a good idea there. I thought maybe just heading it back from where it came, a little bit more across, and might have brought other players into play here. If you'd gone for the far post, and they might have brought other players into. But going for the near post, always going to go over the top.
And it was a great passage of play. Great work from Mukoro, who put that cross in. Did well to shake off his marker and get the ball in. Dlamini unable to put it on target. I remind you once again that Lesotho have yet to score this season. They've played well over 3 hours of football without scoring a goal. Kulegani Matondo, the free kick has gone against him.
It's gone for him.
Oh, it's gone for him. There you have it.
He studs up. Let's see what AMAZULU can do here, get the big men forward.
They don't have too many men in the box there. Arrows win it with some ease. Van Heerden has it back for Lesotho. Ball's bouncing around there.
Definitely the wind is playing a role here tonight, and
very
it's
difficult.
swirling, it's making it difficult down there.
It is a strong wind. Over 246 minutes of football that Lesotho have played now. Still to find the back of the net. Sinamela.
Certainly the influence of Mark van Heerden on the left-hand side has really steadied the ship of AMAZULU at the back. You know, he hasn't allowed too much to come in behind him, and everything he's dealt with, he dealt with well.
On the counter-attack here.
So once again, arrows there, they're not hurting AMAZULU. They're playing a square pass. You know, they've got to have effective runs in behind their AMAZULU defense to really cause problems.
Dlamini has done well here, though. No one to aim for. Dube getting into the box now. Tries to hold it up, and Birankulu to the rescue. Teise. Nyatombo. Van Heerden is AMAZULU looking to play out of defense here. They certainly have kept the ball better than Arrows in this game. Not making any progress at the moment, but
it's looking to open them up, and you know, the effectiveness down Ayanda Dlamini to the left-hand side again.
Certainly seeing more of this man now in the second half. Ayanda Dlamini looks to test the keeper. A rare shot from range, like a rare shot on goal. Roger Bomgrim off his bench. See that attempt on goal. AMAZULU well ahead there. Arrows only 2 shots on goal. I think that will worry Muksine to grow some bit. You're not going to score if you don't take shots on goal. Well intercepted there by Tamsan Teise. That's a staggering stat after 70 minutes of football. 2 shots on goal.
Yeah, it's not like Arrows. Usually they're very, very busy in attacking third.
Dlamini's been busy.
All the players come down the left-hand side for AMAZULU in the second half. In the first half, they were very, very effective with Sinamela on the right-hand side. For some reason, they've stopped that play.
Looking for Sinamela in the box. AMAZULU slightly edging the possession. So another aimless ball. 20 minutes remaining. Are we going to find a winner here in this Tewini derby? Oh, we learned recently that after that 6-0 hammering, the AMAZULU players were summoned to the Royal Crawl for a dressing down from His Majesty. At this rate, they're in danger of being driven out of the village, unless they turn things around soon. Dlamini is busy in the second half. As I say that, it gives it away.
I think what AMAZULU stopped doing is what I mentioned. Sinamela's got to get more wider. You've got to get out wide. They were very effective like that in the first half. He's not offering any width down the right-hand side in the second half. Yes, he's picking them up in space here, but he's got to find space in behind from the right-hand side, and he's just closing all the channels for the strikers.
Caught in possession there was Sinamela as he just trying to drive the ball from range. Kokeli Dube. I wonder what your thoughts are, Neil, on the new men. That Dube has looked a good prospect.
Yeah, he's looked lovely. He's working off the shoulders of the centre backs, and you know, he certainly knows his whereabouts, and I think he just needs a little bit of confidence. A touch at times just needs to be a little bit quicker and more effective, and you know, and more precise. And I think, you know, he can offer more.
Julie Johnson, on the other hand, has been largely anonymous.
He hasn't found out that space, and I think SouleyMane has taken up that space in the second half. What he's looking to come into and use, and that's obviously negated his ploy where he wants to operate just behind the lone striker.
As we approach the closing quarter of an hour in this ABSA Premiership clash. Dlamini again. Support from Van Heerden. Dooley Johnson. Closely watched by the big man, Musa Pilankulu. Very little gets past him.
For me, I think it's a time for a change from AMAZULU. I think someone like Goodman, Dlamini to come in there and offer a little bit of fresh legs and maybe that will bring about a little bit of a change from AMAZULU.
Don't see any sign. Well, they've got a few players warming up. All the players are warming up behind the goal of Mzimela. But I don't see anybody who's been called upon yet. Those players who were warming up are also making their way back to the bench. Perhaps Tom Grimm might be considering one. Those are the possibilities. Who would you throw on?
I'd like to look at Goodman, Dlamini, bring him on, and maybe even a Vilakazi to come in. I think Dube is run his legs, and let's have a look at the fresh legs and attacking options for AMAZULU. They've been quite sound on a defensive unit, so I think a more attacking option in the likes of Dlamini and Vilakazi. Let's find some fresh legs up front.
I was just going to ask the question about the fitness levels of a Dube, but he has been training with Arrows for more than 4 weeks now, but its match fitness is a completely different thing to just being fit on the training field. So I'm sure this is his first game. He won't be quite there. So Arrows are going to make a change again. And it's going to be the former Free State Star striker, Keitamazulugolden.
Mission's also looking to freshen up things and get some new ideas on the park. And they haven't really, as you said, they've only had 2 shots and nothing really effective. But they've got to get their build-up play. Really, that's the strength of their team, but they've done nothing in that department today.
This man, Zotwane, was brought on to try and do that, but that first touch was a poor one. That will be the final change, by the way, for Muxinetugal. Arrows AMAZULU yet to make a change. Shot there from SOULEYMANE. Just a little short back lift on that one and hit that with some venom.
Yeah, good decision making. That's what he should have done when he was put through earlier in the game. Snapshot, good idea.
Great save also from the keeper, Pavel Steinbold. At full flight there. First real save he's had to make. So here comes the change. Shange makes way. And it's Keitamazulugolden makes his first appearance then in an Arrows shirt. The former Free State Stars striker. Looking to add some bite up field, or at least try and see if they can get some shots and go. So then he's played all his cards as Muxinetugal. AMAZULU still can make 3 changes. That was the effort there by SOULEYMANE.
Yeah, the great instinct. Sometimes, as you mentioned, the first choice is always the best choice.
Snapshot there, the keeper well positioned, making well alert to the danger, made a great save. And a good thinking from SOULEYMANE, who I think has been lively, he's been busy out there, he hasn't hidden, he's looked for work, he's taken on the responsibility. Here he is again. He's just crowded out there. Space opening up here for Arrows on the break. Kuboni. It's a nice ball from Kuboni. Cross comes in. Collected by Mzimela.
The first real time that Arrows have got him behind, or the second time of the second half that they've got him behind, and there's no real effort
Well, look at that. Audacious effort there. Saw the keeper off his line and thought he'd have a go. It was a good idea. Keeper recovered well.
Yeah, good vision from Mark van Heerden.
He knew exactly what he was doing, Van Heerden. That's not a bad effort at all from Van Heerden, but good work as well from the keeper. Didn't look too troubled in the end, did he?
He had it covered. Adjusted well, his feet quick in the movement, the correct movement going backwards.
Very good work from Pavel Steinborg. But they've got the corner to deal with now. Referee saw some pushing and shoving in the box. I think he's gonna. It's Bilankulu and.
I never know why the official interferes with that. You know, if you see something wrong, then just blow it. Don't get involved in telling players to stop pushing. You know, let them push and take the decision which way they must go.
Here it comes again. Half cleared. They come to Van Heerden, he can hit them. That one just swerving away from goal. I was about to say from the big man.
Yeah, but ambitious. He just hit the ball. He's full, hit the bar. He's full of confidence, and yeah, you just got to apply it correctly. Hit across the keeper.
Well, he scored one of the goals of his season last campaign. I think it was AMAZULU away to Black Leopards. He drilled in an absolute thunderbolt of a shot. It would have still been flying if there wasn't a net in those scores, I tell you. He's got so much power in those big legs. Well, Thamsanqa Makabuza, who would have been come under the microscope here this evening, hasn't had a lot to work with.
No, he hasn't had the surface, to be honest. He's had to try and find a second ball, and he hasn't really had any clear-cut opportunities. You know, I can see the tactics that Mushin's changed it again with the latest sub. You know, he was playing one up front early on with the substitute. Zatwani came on. Now he's added the second striker, and looking for the ball to be played a little bit more quicker to forward positions.
I saw there momentarily a stray Kaizer Chiefs fan getting involved with the security guards. You know, behaving like a real gate crasher. It's an eThekwini derby. It's an eThekwini party here, and the Kaizer Chiefs fan is misbehaving. Or should I say, a fan in a Chiefs shirt. The Chiefs, of course, have been in hot water already with the league. The fan misbehavior. But let's have a look at what Arrows can do here. 10 minutes is all that remains. Can anyone break this stalemate? A goal now will win it. And you get the sense, Neil, that it's going to come from a mistake rather than any bit of creativity or a moment of inspiration.
Yeah, it looks like it at this moment in time. You know, no one really going for the juggler. I think they're all looking maybe to wait for a mistake to happen and then try and capitalize on that. And it looks like it's going to go to a stalemate. And obviously, AMAZULU have been more impressive going forward than Arrows have been today.
It's fizzling out a bit. We did say earlier that there's also a danger, while both teams desperately need the points, there's also a danger of playing not to lose. But you cannot accuse AMAZULU of not trying. That's right, young man. And we will be live again tomorrow or later on this evening with the match from Escotinis Gamamimzela. Orlando Pirates up against Moroka Swallows, the original Soweto derby. Swallows in confident mood, having booked a place in the cup final. There's the mayor watching on. He was a bit disappointed, I imagine, not to have seen a goal, along with the rest of nearly 20,000 people here at Moses Mabhida this evening. The mayor of eThekwini, Councillor James Ngumalo. It's a man that I was in the middle of a shot there.
Just wondering when the first substitution is going to come from AMAZULU. You know, something just to add a little bit of penetration in the last 10 minutes for them.
Absolutely interesting that we're almost at 82 minutes played and they've yet to make a change. Now they're calling for something different to happen out there. Roger Palmgren remains unfazed. Well, at least at this rate, they're on their way to their first point of the season, both teams. The inauspicious start to the new campaign for the two Tegwini sides. Okoro with the throw. Sinamera once again. He's given it away. Good recovery, Stan Khatla doing what he does best. Picking up the scraps and cleaning up. Zotwani.
It's Madondo, I think, on the floor there.
Zotwani is going to put it in touch to allow Kulegane Matondo to get some attention.
I think certainly today you can see that AMAZULU have been very, very tight in the central midfield. I think this Madondo and Khatla, the combination has done very, very well for them. They've shut out arrows. Arrows usually their passing ability have done very, very well. They've helped in defence and close up the gaps in front of the AMAZULU defence, and they've certainly done their job there today.
Well, no wonder Madondo stayed down with the weight of Kabuza on him. He's going to be carried off on a stretcher. There's Dr. Sokela, chairman of AMAZULU, and of course behind him, the dog, Clive Barker. Looking like he was trying very hard to stay awake there, Clive Barker.
It's past his bedtime, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, at his age, you gotta get in bed early. 5 minutes and some change remaining here. Still, we look for the first goal. Julie Johnson caught in possession and fouled.
I think it's time for AMAZULU, a little bit of impotence here. They can go and win this game.
And it something to happen. It looked like a deliberate handball, but the ref let it go from Julie Johnson. Kabuza trying to make something happen. Van Heerden sticking to him. Done very well in the second half as Mark Van Heerden. Sinamela has been... Now we learned that at the Bidvest Stadium, Terra Fantania scored on debut for the Clever Boys. It's now Bidvest Wits 2, Bloemfontein Celtic 0. Bidvest Wits on their way to their first win of the season. That expensively assembled squad. Look like they're on their way, and it's a new boy who's done it. We agree it's Sinamela. Neil and I are going for Sinamela. Sinamela looking to make things happen. Is there late winner here? Who can be the hero? No one for the moment because the flag is up for offside. Muhsin Etogral is hopping mad on the side there. Kulegane Matondo seems to be struggling after that challenge. Is not comfortable at all. Perhaps this will force Palmgren into a change now. Perhaps not. What's happening? Is he going to sit down? Did they make a change while we weren't looking? I don't think so. In fact, now they've called a player to come and replace him because it doesn't look like he's going to carry on. Quickly trying to strip down to get out of his tracksuits. There's two players now. They're going to make a double change with 2.5 minutes left. I'm not sure how much of an impact they can make now.
I don't think it's a change that that Roger wanted. I think you're obviously looking very steady in the middle of the midfield. But I think Madonna's legs have run out on him, and you know, having not played for a while, I think he's done a wonderful job today.
Good work, good job then on debut for Madondo, who's gone off injured. Hopefully nothing too serious, and it's just precautionary to take him off early. Ramson Zuwawo, it seems like it's an ankle that's the problem. Ramson Zuwawo is going to come on in his place. Taking time about it. Is he going to get on the field in time before the final whistle? Bilankulu gets it away. Closing stages of the game here now. Both sets of defenses need to have their wits about them. Keep concentration. So the changes happened. Then Joao has come on for Kulegani Matondo. It's an injury force change because there was absolutely nothing Matondo did wrong. Didn't put a foot wrong this evening. And that's the first change then, incredibly, from Roger Palmgren. Sfiso Vilagazi is also about to make an appearance. Sfiso Vilagazi is going to come on as well for AMAZULU. Maybe he might get a minute. Flag up for offside there. The change is going to happen now is Sfiso Vilagazi, who started the last game.
Yeah, I would have liked to have seen this change a little bit earlier, and you know, the fresher legs might have done something for AMAZULU. You know, Ruby's played very well today, but you know, I think 10-15 minutes for Vilakazi might have got them a little bit into more fresher ideas up front.
Well, I think Palmgren will be very pleased with what he's seen of the new man. Nkogeli Dube has done well, worked hard, and worked his socks off on debut, but here comes a very experienced Sfiso Vilagazi. 7 goals and 18 starts for PPS First last season. He's been a man who's been around. Four minutes of time added on. We've already had a minute of that. Could be a chance late on here. It's Johnson, still Johnson, lays it on. Did he delay that pass too long, Neil Toby?
Yeah, I think he could have just got them a little bit earlier. The runs were happening in front of him, and you know, he was actually looking to also maybe score himself here. The goalkeeper had gone down. If you look at this, he's just trying to get him wrong-footed. Just had his feet tucked in underneath him. I don't know if it was a corner, and certainly of an AMAZULU player.
In it comes again! Great work from Pavel Steinborg again. He's done well. He has kept them in this game on a couple of occasions. That's good work again from the keeper. Was a bit too close to him as well. Steinborg.
I I think Mushim was a little bit upset there, you know, in the last stages of the game, and you know, you want to get that ball out of your box and defend it better.
Musapila Gulu taking a bit of a blow to the head. Dr. Steinborst taking a look. There's also a man down as looks like an AMAZULU player. It was a clash of heads. It's an AMAZULU player down here. Okay, so he's going to go off on the stretcher as we get into the final minute of time added on. Palmgrim not happy about something. Now they're going to have another change. It's the man who were calling for earlier on, Toby Goodman Dlamini. So he's made all his 3 changes in the closing 5 minutes as Roger Palmgrim. 2 of them forced by injury.
Yeah, obviously he didn't want to really change matters, having been shutting out arrows the whole match. He didn't want to really change the shape too much.
Julie Johnson on the ball now, leaves it for Van Heerden. He also looks like he's out on his feet, does Johnson. See Tom with a lot of space down that left-hand side. Can they do a smash and grab here, Arrows? Chance for a shot there from Kubone. Zimela watched it all the way, gobbled it up. Time is up according to our clock. Referee Kunasane Kongo has also had a peek at his watch, but maybe will allow one more attack. Not the best ball. Safety first though from Pilangulu. We'll continue. Referee is even going to allow the change to happen. Maybe he's added a little bit more time for the stoppage that we had.
I thought Dilly Johnson should have made more of an effort to get in there into the box. You know, the ball came unloaded everybody.
I think he's
more
tired.
effort, he should have just got into the box. So he might have gotten the end of it in the last minute or so and created a hero out of himself.
One Dlamini on for another. Goodman Dlamini replaces his namesake. No relation, of course. But he won't even get a touch of the ball because the referee, Kunasane Kongo, has blown the whistle to end the eThekwini battle. The eThekwini derby ends all square. Both teams pick up a point. Neil Tovey on the balance of play, I would say that